Znači vidimo da li piše da je stream public. Alo? To je to. Ja mislim da je sad sve ok. Da li je public ili nije, ja ne znam. Nego igramo. Ovo što sam sad prevukao ovamo, samo malo. A ovo ću kasnije proći. Znači igramo kao što možete vidjeti. Igramo ovo. I ajme. Inspired by historic comments and characters, this revision is designed to develop and produce a good dream for the service faiths and beliefs. Ubisoft, Entertainment, Abstergo Entertainment, Assassin's Creed Rogue, Zašto ne pričam ništa? Pustio sam naravno da čujete ovu temu, da vidim baš. Vidim da li vam je poznata ova tema. Da, ovo je tema. Ovo je Ezio Family faktički. Ovo je igrica koja je izašla u isto vrijeme kad je Assassin's Creed Unity, znači bukvalno su izašli istog datuma iste godine. Sad imam nešto se zove Uplay Unlocker, ne znam šta je to. Additional content, to ćemo vratiti moći preko Uplay Unlockera. Tako da, ništa, idemo da startujemo new game ovdje igra, znači ovo je nakon Black Flaga između trojke. Idemo free. Sad je 10 do 7, znači igramo do 10 do 9. Pa ćemo kasnije onda, pa ćemo kasnije tamo u 10, 11 Eurotrack i RTS. Design blueprints can be found in the game. Ubisoft presents.
Stay my blade from the flesh of the innocent. Hide in plain sight. Never compromise the assassin brotherhood. These are the tenets of the creed, the principles I used to live by. I was a young man then. The 7 Years' War was about to begin. I could not have imagined what the future had in store for me, nor the cost I would choose to bear. My name is Shay Patrick Cormac. This is my story.
Kill the assassin. Put nije dobro. Naravno viewpointe radimo sve to, quest items. Nešto sam skupio. Naravno ovdje imaju svi šanti, ne kažem, nije baš velika razlika na to. Nije velika razlika na sve Black Flaga. Čak i početak sličan.
I nearly had you.
Nearly counts for nothing, Shay. And besides, no. That was just luck.
I make my own luck, Liam.
You've been saying that for years, but you're precious little to show for it. Or have you been spending it all getting out of trouble?
Well, you know, trouble just follows me around.
Let's head back. Come on. Captain de Andre and his crew must have run into some trouble. Who knew meeting with smugglers would lead to no good?
Da li ja tebe treba da pratim? S njim svakako idemo prema ovom viewing point, tako da ću ja... mogućnost sinkovati.
Because Chevalier decided not to tell you.
Inače, ovo je najkraći Assassin's Creed.
But this is business. It doesn't concern you, Shay.
Dobro, ove si šenti i ovo to ću ja skupljati. Ipak mislim da ovo sve trebalo izaći kao... Quest items, to su vjerovatno te mape kao što imamo.
I'm just keeping an eye on you, in case you fall down and hurt yourself.
Okej, ajde. Naravno, ovo je sad sve pod večnim snegom i ledom. Baš nije što je ovaj quest items. A da, to su kao te mape i... To su isto te mape iz Black Flaga, tako? Da, Templar mapa, da. North Atlantic 300 minus 143. Okej, pa kažem, ne razlikuje se to puno od trojke. U ovoj četvorke.
Hurry. We best not keep Chevalier waiting.
Nous sommes sécuritaires. Where the hell were you two?
We're out hunting. What happened here?
My men were attacked by some English sea dogs.
Why, Captain Joseph. Couldn't you fight them all off by yourself like you're always saying?
It is Capitaine Louis-Joseph Gauthier, Chevalier de la Vérendrye. And you are dreaming if you think any training could make you into a proper assassin. Do you even know what that means? It means being responsible for an ancient and proud tradition. It means obeying your mentor without question. How else will we ensure freedom for the human race?
Them's pretty words, Chevalier. But I don't feel too free at the moment.
Well then, feel educated!
Udari me ovaj.
You simpleton! You rat-brained cabbage farmer! Viens, viens! I will teach you some manners, boy.
Gentlemen, stop! We got a common enemy, and I reckon he's close.
The Royal Navy attacked my vessel and forced my men to flee. We are stranded, and what is worse, the smugglers we were supposed to meet have been taken prisoner.
Shay and I'll free those smugglers. You treat your wounded.
Naravno, ja ovo sam gledao kod Vlade, pa sam ga pozeo tako da. Ono, vidite ono da je ista kao četvorka.
Take these. You'll need them. Tread with care, Shay. The Royal Navy will be ready for us.
Detective, British Guards, kilo
Remember your
British
training.
Guards.
Ready to teach him a lesson?
They don't stand a chance.
Where are your mates now, you bilge rat? Hey! Go up before I bash out your brains! We will find them and let them bury what's left of you.
Znači, remain detective, British Guards, kilo British Guards. Oni će ne vidi tamo.
Thank you. Here he goes again.
Niš nisi vidio. A zašto? A i dalje mi nije jasno zašto je Team Song isti kao i brojka. Koja je fora Ubisoft?
Many thanks. I thought I'd be hanged.
Happy hunting, lads! Set her ablaze! Sink that French vessel! She's no match for you! Ha ha! Yeah!
Morrigan. A ovaj drugi objektiv nisam uspio, a? Aj, nema veze. Kažem, nema veze, ako uspijem, ako ne uspijem, jebi ga. $9. Morrigan je meni najbolji brod od Jackdaw i od Akile zajedno. Sad će ovo biti moje posade, jel' tako?
I was saving those fellas for you.
Very thoughtful. Maybe you were not completely useless, Sheikh.
Speaking of useless, those blockheads won't be needing this vessel anymore.
This pile of mail? You want her, Shay? She is yours. Now bring me back to my ship.
You heard, Chevalier? This vessel is yours, Shay.
Joy Roventer, čekaj samo. Prego što tek Morrigan izgleda samo. $686 od 0 funti. Mislim sam mnogo odrazilo na stream stopa. Sam slučajno sema na zvučnik. Slušali se. Moment. Sad moram ovdje da provjerim da li staćem malo vitre, moram opet da provjerim da li je stream public. To je čudno. Jeste. Ajmo.
Will, some of the men you rescued agreed to join us. They should prove a good crew.
I'm not so certain about their captain, but next to me you are the most experienced sailor in the
Svi
Brotherhood
da
chain.
indici.
Besides, we could use another vessel. Even this pitiful one.
She's mine, ain't she? My own ship.
Your own pile of garbage, yes?
Ah, with a lick of paint and a few new cannons. She'll look as fine as anything on the
Naravno,
side
isto
seas.
kao i trojica.
Shall we
Četvorka.
begin, Captain?
Dobro.
Indeed, mate.
Oh, Connor.
She's a mess, but she's still afloat. And her name's the Morgan.
Morgan? That silly fairy queen who ruined Merlin, the wise? Oh, she's perfect.
Morgan was an old goddess, the queen of war and darkness. She harvested the souls of fallen warriors. Perfect indeed.
A ship! She's a false shit! They will sink her!
Let's put the Morrigan to the test, Captain Shay.
Ready for battle, men!
Broj samog dobije broj, nije kao u četvrti.
Stop them,
Samo ovdje je
boy!
razlika. Znači ovdje mogu da borduju, ovdje mogu da nas borduju.
They're tearing her to pieces! Do something! Fire!
Dakle, nema nikakav option objective. Ne.
Fire!
Taking a hit, Captain! She's filled
My ship!
Verendrance ship. Čekaj, vi ste meni činili, ja imam marihuanu ovdje i mogu da prodajem.
Seems this vessel is battle ready after all. I will return to what is left of Le Gerfaut. It's a long way home, and we have repairs to do.
Sing hearty, lads. Chevalier is pleased with us.
Ovo je neki Man of War, a? Loading, reloading. Čekaj, ovo je kopija četvorke. Ovo je Shant.
What course would you have me set, Shay?
Time to report back to the mentor. Wouldn't you agree?
Wise words, Captain. Wise words.
Assassin's Creed Rogue. Ovo je prvi Assassin's Creed koji ne počinje na nekom viewpointu.
What the hell did you do? It's some kind of dormant virus? Shit. Hang on, I'm getting you out of there.
Brate, še je lična D'Artagnana. Majke. Šta je sad? Daj.
Sorry for the rough exit. Earpiece working, check. You were just an Animus. Animus, yes? You were using it to access a genetic memory file in Helix labeled Shay Cormac? You worked for Abstergo Entertainment, remember? Any of this ringing a bell? Your session triggered something bad, and it's affecting the whole building. We need to find your boss. You haven't forgotten your boss, have you? Melanie LeMay, Zipper, Chipper, Overachiever? Here, take your communicator, check it if you get lost. Now let's get out of here.
Ne opet ovo.
Follow me. Double time. This chaos is absolutely your fault, in case you're wondering.
Just like we practiced in our safety drills.
Sad sam ja
Everything is
kriv,
gonna
a?
be okay, guys. Stay positive.
Sad sam ja kriv, dobro.
What the hell is happening?
A file labeled Shay Cormac was booby-trapped with some kind of virus.
Your job is to prevent things like this.
We need to contain these genetic memories, then we can destroy them.
No. Isolate them. I want to study these memories.
But
With respect, Miss LeMay, this is not a request.
You heard the man.
fine.
I need to borrow your numbskull. That okay with you, Ms. LeMay?
Hey there, this might seem a bit weird, but you're gonna work for contractors we hired to, you know, upgrade our security. Mr. Otto Berg and Miss Violet DaCosta.
Call me Violet.
I have to go check on our people and prepare a statement for the press. Do whatever they tell you to do, okay? Go team!
Technically, you're not responsible for this, but you're the one who let the virus out, so I think it's only fair you help me clean it up. Mr. Berg wants us to relive Shay's genetic memories. To do that, we need to access them from Helix. But the Helix is down. We'll have to reboot the main servers in the basement. Man, whoever designed this virus is a genius. Not only does it restrict our access to the cloud, it's adapted to fuck up the other operating systems that regulate building functions. Melanie? The elevators are out of commission. Are we stuck on this floor?
Damn, yes. I'll get a repair crew on site ASAP.
There's a working area server on this floor. I guess it'll have to do for now.
Agent DaCosta, I want regular updates on your progress with Shay's genetic memories.
Why? He's just a nobody as far as I can tell.
If Shay Cormac is who I suspect he is, then this temporary setback may provide us with an unexpected reward. Proceed to the server room on this floor.
Ja idem, a? Ti ostaješ tu, boli tebe u. Ovo je Violet DaCosta je počela da me nervira. A još ni ne igram ovu igricu, ono, dugačku.
Do you see a flashing white? Once you restore the server, I'll connect your Animus workstation back to Helix. In theory, if you align the beams to segments of the core, it should solve the problem. But here's where it gets tricky. You have to move the circles in such a way that each segment is powered by a beam. The keyword here is each. One beam and one beam only per core segment, okay? Once everything is lit up properly, the system will reboot. Got it? Give it a shot.
Contamo.
Good job. This core wasn't too complex. But rebooting the advanced hardware in the rest of the building will require more work.
Dobro.
The assassins would have you believe Al-Mualim was a great mentor who became corrupted with greed, and that he schemed with the Templars to acquire an apple of Eden. I see instead a shrewd and cunning leader, a man who used his best assassin, Altair ibn Lahad, to eliminate his conspirators in order to keep the apple for himself, so that he could use it to enforce world peace. While it must be stated unequivocally that Al-Mualim was not a Templar, it is interesting to me that his vision of peace was more in line with Templar philosophy than assassin. In the past, both sides had the same goal, that of peace. Our only difference was how we chose to achieve it. Had Al-Mualim not been killed by Altair and allowed to carry out his plan, perhaps we would not be fighting now. It was only after Altair reformed the Brotherhood with its new ideals of free will that the conflict truly escalated and spread across the planet. For if the so-called wise man of the mountain can see things from our point of view, surely the same can be said for other assassins.
Online, dobro.
Okay. So I'm not sure you're supposed to see that. You should just get back to your Animus. With the servers back online, you could, in theory,
A vidiš, u Kecu je bilo kao repair, ovdje je bilo kao... To je u četvorci bilo hack, ovdje je repair.
workers dropped his communicator by the elevator? If you see any tech lying around like that, grab them. There might be a clue as to who did this.
Now that you have unlocked Shay Cormac's memories, we stand on the brink of a grand discovery. I know you must have questions about your new assignment, or about me. For now, all I will say is that Shay's story contains the answers. Shay will lead you to a greater understanding.
Dobro, Shay će nas odvesti, ne ide dobro, ali... Mi ovo igrice ne igramo kao sesnik.
Following the Great Purge of 2000, William Miles became the de facto leader of the Assassins. A cunning and ruthless strategist, he trained several agents who infiltrated Abstergo, including Clay Kazmarek and Lucy Stillman. In late 2012, I captured William Miles in Cairo and delivered him to Warren Vidic in Rome. Miles' son, Desmond, attacked Abstergo, killed Vidic and Master Templar Daniel Cross. He fled to a First Civilization temple in New York. On December 21st, Desmond Miles was killed inside the precursor structure. The grieving William Miles went underground and left the Brotherhood in the hands of Gavin Banks. Banks led a small team across the globe, attempting to rebuild assassin cells. We have confirmed sightings in Kyoto, Moscow, and Paris. Miles resurfaced in late 2013, and we have confirmed his involvement in the infiltration of Abstergo Entertainment Montreal by the assassins Sean Hastings and Rebecca Crane. Both Miles and Banks remain at large. Agent Acosta has tasked the Akashic satellite Plexus to sweep the planet for traces of assassin activities. We have yet to locate them.
Dobro. Ovo je baš bilo nešto. Mislim, ovo, da kažem, ovo moderno sranje nikom nije bitno, ali opet. Šta ja znam. Zanimljivo je hakovati. Ima šta ovdje? Listova. Eto. Ovo nije se sad tako teško. Sad ne bi trebao da gubim vremena na ovo, nema veze.
The numbskull is in another Animus session, and I've required caffeine. All is right with the world.
Good.
This isn't really your kind of mission, is it, boss?
Every mission is important in its own way.
Still, I bet you'd rather be out with the rest of the team, hunting Sean Hastings or something.
Wouldn't you?
Hell yeah. I want a front row seat for that show.
Any word from Sorkin?
He's scheduled to update me in 43 minutes.
Far Cry 3, tamo pojezdím.
Can I ask you something?
Of course.
What's it like, using an Animus?
I went through the Animi training program. It felt like the drills we used to do in the UT Jaeger.
You never use a normal Animus like this one? To relive your own genetic history?
Only once.
Really? Who were you?
I was a young man on the Viking raid on Lindsey Fan.
793, northeastern coast of England. Sorry, history nerd. So,
Ja mislim da je ovo referenca na Assassin's Creed Valhalla.
Sailing weather. The monastery was a center for religious studies, and we crashed into the city like a tidal wave.
Je, pa ovo je definitivno Valhalla.
And?
We pillaged and burned. They thought we were demons. The details of the memory were so vivid. I lost myself in the bloodlust. I defeated a Saxon, a great warrior, but did not want to kill him. I invited him to join our clan.
Ah, Norse adoption rituals. The chance to sail the world with the Vikings.
Yes. A chance to see the world as it really is.
What happened then?
He wept. Then he cried out that God had abandoned his people and that nothing remained but chaos. I felt such pity for him. I killed him without a second thought.
After we're done here, are we gonna have to kill the numbskull?
We will see.
Idemo ovdje. Ovdje sad kao nije hack, nego kao repair. Okej, ovo je prosto bilo. Sad znam da je vredilo.
Haytham Kenway remains a controversial figure for me. I have great respect for him. After all, he was the Grand Master of the Colonial Rite, charged with finding a precursor site. Haytham was cunning and ruthless, but he had a streak of emotional weakness that ultimately triggered his downfall. He lost his father when he was a child, and the British Grand Master Reginald Birch raised him to become a Templar Knight. Haytham eventually learned that his father, Edward, had been an assassin. That he chose to stay a Templar, rather than follow in his father's footsteps, indicates to me that he believed he was already on the right path. When Haytham discovered that Birch was the one who murdered his father, he and his sister killed him in revenge. I believe this was the beginning of his downfall. Templars kill for efficiency, not petty emotions. When he discovered that his son Connor was an assassin working against him in the colonies, the same emotional weakness stayed his blade. A pity Connor did not show him the same mercy.
Znači, sad je jasno zašto je Haytham pustio Connora da ga ubije. Njega su emocije savladale, međutim Connor nije takav. Connor nije emocionalna ličnost i... Ima ovdje još jedan, znate šta ću da uradim. Moram. Ovdje se kao računi kao repaired, ne?
Hey boss, calling from Germany?
Yes, I am in Essen, searching for an artifact called the Ankh of Isis. Can you tell me anything about it?
Give me a minute to fire up my machines here. Okay. Not much. There's an obscure file from the data dump scanner that mentions it. It was allegedly 14th century Germany, where an assassin named Lucas Zergberg fought a Templar offshoot called the Brothers of the Cross. How original.
That's the file that led me to this bland shit pile. Is there anything else? Anything outside of Abstergo official records?
Nobody's ever seen the thing. There's all kinds of stories about its history. From Roman Gallia, Egypt during the Middle Ages, and even a cell of modern-day assassins. Oh. And it apparently raises the dead.
Is there any evidence to support this?
None at all. You know what I think? I think this is bullshit the assassins are spreading around so that people like us waste our valuable time sniffing after it. Smells like a trap.
Agreed. Keep an eye out for new information about the Ankh. While it may not lead to an artifact, we may be able to follow the data back to some assassins.
You got it, boss. Where are you off to next?
Cuba. I'm going to excavate the observatory.
Okay. Za sad smo imali 4, za sad su se pokazala 2 Templar Grandmastera, za koje znamo da su Templar Grandmasteri. Znači, nešto je trulo u državi Danskoj. I ovdje nećemo igrati kao Assassin, to je očigledno. Jel' tako, nećemo mi ovdje igrati kao Assassin. Davenport Homestead, March 1752. Ovo znamo iz trojke.
It has been a long time.
Ko je ovo?
Achilles. Adewale. How go things?
Ja, ovo je Adewale, ovo su Achilles. Znamo njih dvojicu. Ovo je Adewale. Ovo je Achilles. Ja, vidi ga, pre nego što je postao džangrizavi starac.
Who's our visitor?
That's Adewale. He was a slave who freed himself, and hundreds of his brothers in the West Indies.
Dobro, ovo je Freedom Kraj koji nismo se
Incarnation
vršili.
of the Creed.
I see.
You join me for some practice?
Soon. I've got other business first.
Šta šeit cepa drva, a?
Tell me what happened. It was terrible, Achilles. The ground shook, and the ocean waves crashed over Port-au-Prince.
How many were lost?
Making others
Thousands.
wait for you as usual?
No family was left untouched.
I hate to bring up practical matters at a time like this, but did Macandal's man complete his task before the earthquake hit?
I cannot know. Vonredi has not been found. He was a strong Maroon, one of Macandal's best students.
Such a shame. So we cannot know if he found the site.
Indeed. But if there was a temple under the waves, I doubt it is still standing.
And the artifacts that showed the way?
Stolen. The Templars broke in during the chaos. They seized the manuscript and precursor box. That gave chase on the sea, but lost their trail when they reached New York.
We must consider what to do next.
The Wally looked worried earlier. I heard that Liam's waiting for you. Seen him yet?
Nisam.
I hear Mistress Hope was looking for you.
I heard Foley's got some new girls.
Ovo je iz trojke. Ovo više uči na trojku ili na četvorku, a nema veze.
What did I miss?
Only the first hour of training.
We're always training, Kisagawase.
And will continue to do so.
Do not waste your words. Shay abhors improvement as much as cats abhor leashes.
Hey.
A pity. The boy has so much potential. But so little discipline.
All right. All right. What would you have me do?
Well played.
Lenham Hope, Lenham Liam, Lenham Kisagavas. Idemo prvo ovdje.
Shay, follow me. It's time you learn to survive in the frontier.
I think I've been managing well enough so far.
Perhaps. But there is more I can teach you.
Kisagavas. te devale si ovdje pa jako je ostavio.
It is time for the hunt.
Prvo odlučimo kako se lovi, dobro.
Use all your senses together to find prey.
Kill the elk. I na njih potion objective, a?
Killing should not be meaningless. We must use what nature gives us. Good. Now to use what you have taken from nature.
Imamo pistol holster sa ono.
With these, you can keep your pistols close. I hope that you will demonstrate more skill to your other teachers.
Dalje. Sada ćemo pred koga ćemo dalje. Ko mi je bliže. Ovdje ćemo da pucamo, ne? Ovo je Hope.
It's about time you showed up.
Far be it from me to keep a lady waiting.
I'm no lady here. And don't you forget it. I'm your teacher. And you're better.
Well, some of that is true at least. What would we be doing?
Exploring a myriad ways to end a life. You two! Make yourselves useful and watch Shay.
Man, technically Hope's lesson.
Can you kill without being noticed? Classic haystack. Hide in it, and surprise your target when he gets close. Top form, Shay. Take the high ground, Shay. Dispatching from the air is most effective. You certainly know how to handle yourself.
A ovo je isti trening kao i tamo. Isti trening kao i u četvorci. A ono baš isti.
Take the high ground, Shay. Dispatching from the air is most effective. Nicely done. I am surprised. You did better than I expected. Have your skills actually grown, Shay? Do not get a swelled head over it.
Learn, ok, još imamo Liama. Tu ćemo vratiti, tu ćemo da pucam.
So, what's the challenge today?
Shooting straight and true. Here, you can use these.
These are yours.
Well, I want you to have half a chance of succeeding. Go on.
Lima. Option objective.
Targets. You can take your time. Not too much. More work after this. Reload. Anyone can hit targets standing still. Let's see how you do on the run. Come on, hurry up.
You can reload by running, ok, ovo nije bilo u četvorci. Šli brže malo. Totali ti tajno dobiti.
Come on, hurry up.
Smo uspjeli, o? Ocean objective.
Well done, Shay. Keep it up.
Achilles has one more thing to show you. Go on, get a move on.
Nemam pojma su uspjeli Ocean objective. Mislite Achilles. Sada stane ovog puta neće otvorati kao u trojici.
Shay, I hear you've become quite the marksman.
Generous gift. Thank you, Mentor.
My ship awaits, Achilles. The people of Haiti will make good use of your supplies. I trust you will retrieve what has been lost.
Lost?
The Templars stole 2 precious artifacts. A manuscript of ancient wisdom and a box that allows one to understand its language.
I have tracked the Templar as far as this coast, but I fear the rest is up to you, my friend.
Farewell, Adewale.
Adewale.
Whoever controls the artifacts can access precursor sites of power. We must recover them, or none are safe.
Get some money. Došla, neće ti namisliti ništa. Si napora. Idemo, dobro, ne vezimo. Ovo je bila zanimljiva memorija, idemo dalje. Okej. Nema ovdje nikakav viewpoint, tako da se sad smo mjeri. Koga sad imamo misli, ko je ovo? Ovo je Adewale. Nije, ovo je taj Liam.
Where to? Wherever Templar affairs lead us.
Liam, it's not like you to set out without a plan.
Plan or no plan.
Znate, ovo je še lično D'Artagnana, čovječ.
We know most of these when we're at sea.
Right you are. Let's set sail.
Samo lično D'Artagnana. Halifax, april 1752. Vidimo. Boga mi nemoj da kažem da je dobro ovdje dosta manje nego u četvorci, ali opet ima ga.
One lead, Shay. Let's hope it brings us closer to the artifacts.
Sir Achilles tasked you with this mission?
No. He tasked me to task you. We need to find what was stolen from Mackendal, Shay. You have to recover the precursor box of manuscript. This is your mission.
And what's yours?
To watch your arse.
Achilles doesn't really trust me, does he?
Time, Shay. Do this for him. For us. You'll do much more than earn his trust.
Liam, do you know what Achilles writes about? I see him in his office all the time, bent over his papers.
He keeps records and accounts. Studies what little is known about the pieces of Eden. And of course, he corresponds with assassins on other continents.
Of course.
Liam,
you can be a right horse's arse when it comes to assuming everyone knows the same as you.
I cannot help if Achilles wants me to be familiar with our counterparts in Europe and elsewhere.
He said like his favorite son.
Connor's his favorite and only son.
Connor.
Then Achilles
I
is
sad ima
there.
smisla. Conor mu je
Father may
sin.
inherit the house, but you'll be mentor.
Znači on je Kenveja prihvatio, on je Conora iz trojke prihvatio kao sina, zato ga je nazvao
Prince
Conor.
Regent of the Assassins.
You call me that again. I'll throw you in the ocean.
A uši, znači ovdje ne može se plivati, nema underwater breakova, tako ima manje naravno nego u Kidu, manje nego u vidi foka je. Ima manje nego u četvorci zašto je ovdje ledeno more. Ono, pazi pada sneg. Vidim da će baš imati posla ovdje. Aj baš dim. Ti mi nogu mene srti derija. Metal, dobro. Sad kažem, Origin je bolji od sva 3 broda koje su bili od Akile i od... Sad vidjet ćemo. Vidim kako izgleda database. Ok, Shay upgrade, crafting. Dobro, sturdy challenge, dobro, Shay upgrades. I sad ništa. Morrigan upgrades, dobro. Ajde. Isto kao i u četvrci. I kažem, možda je ovdje čudno zašto je drugačije, ali... I hladnija je voda. U četvorci je bila topla voda, ovo je Atlantski okean. Sman je bio da je Atlantskog okeana, ali ono su bila Karibska ostrava, ovo je ipak sever.
Trust me, you will sell those lobster by the ton in France. Ah, the cabbage farmer has returned. About time. We have a lead on the curious manuscript.
I'd be surprised if you can read it.
No one can read it, imbecile. This is why the Templar are taking so long with it. But one of our allies has caught a glimpse of their work.
A pirate?
A spy who worked with the pirate. We set sail for Anticosti. That should prove a good test for this floating cesspit you call a ship.
How trustworthy are the pirates?
I consider them brothers, Shay. When the time comes, they will lend aid and help us fight the Templars. If only the roast beef would realize the Templars were pulling their strings.
Are the Templars truly in control in the colonies?
Not quite, but their influence reaches far and wide.
And what about the spy we're meeting?
You need not worry about Le Chasseur. He is loyal to the Brotherhood. As it happens, he also has friends in both the French and English fleets. And he knows more about what goes on in these parts than you can ever hope to learn.
So Liam, what could you tell me about Adewale? You obviously admire the man.
I had the honor of working with him once. I've never known anyone who'd done so much for our cause. It's much more than that.
Ora vediamo review. Spyglass, dobro, to znam.
Can't be far now, Captain.
Royal Navy Sooner. Evo ga. Wood metal, šta ima burning oil?
There, Captain. An English vessel. And she looks to be in trouble.
That's fine indeed. Perhaps we should aid her journey to the bottom of the sea.
And let's not be too hasty. She's full of crown cargo. Take a look through your spyglass and see for yourself.
Right. I say this is a good day to lighten the King George's pockets.
Careful. A few shots should be enough to cripple her. Too much damage and she'll go down with all souls. It's all spoiled.
We can board and loot her before the crew knows what to do.
Brod mi je se sad slab, tako da moram da znam da on ipak sad Jackdaw. Ne znam Origin jači, ali... Kad je fully upgraded, trenutno ne. Aha, dobro. Da.
Hold your fire! We don't want to sink her. Now's the time, let's board her!
Znači manje od 50 treba da izgubimo.
Show them what's for, Captain.
Come on, men. Spoils are ours. For the Morrigan.
For the Morrigan, ajde. Bote, še imamo loše pištolje. Se da mogu da borduju nas. Se da mogu da borduju nas. Možemo i njih. Znači da možemo bossom da se bordujemo. Burning oil, 1 crew members. Čekaj, burning oil. Ajmo repair the Morrigan, svako mi je Morrigan u lošem stanju. A še i nešto ne voli da nosi kapuljač. To sam primetio. Seal to prep.
The sea between here and Anticosti is rough, Captain. We should strengthen the Morrigan before going any further. There's a harbour master station nearby. Spend our new wealth on improvements.
Dobro, ovo je sad, da, naravno. Uvijek su prve dve sekvence ono početak.
Yes. Francois McCandle is their mentor. He gathers many of his assassins from the Maroons.
Those are escaped slaves and their children, right?
They're awfully close, sir!
Is this the place? See nothing but fishermen and their gear.
Aye.
Da, Morrigan mora da ima nedelomac.
But it will serve our purposes well enough. The French fish these waters first, but King George is laying claim to more every year.
King George, to je George Washington.
You'd better borrow some coin. Bartering with an empty purse won't get you very far.
Kje je Pierce, dobro. Pa taj se špiše progress further. Idemo prvo na ovaj viewpoint jednoštin. Samo moram snajti da nije enter ovdje. Ovo viewpointe treba stići.
Jour après jour, il y a de plus en plus d'anglais dans le monde.
Ste vi moji? Sad mi se čini da se Shay lakše penje od Edwarda. Upgrade cannons and help. Čekaj. To je ovdje. Ovdje ja mislim sad sve pod snegom, znači gdje god da krenemo to je pod snegom. Collectibles novo 5, a? Ne piše samo collectibles, ne piše ono kao u četvorci ono shanty, to ne, samo piše collectibles. Čovječe, ovdje je bio jedan Animus fragment koji sam ja propustio, nema veze. Kasnije ću ja to vidjeti.
What service can I provide?
Neka ovako. Šta mogu da pravim? Mogu da pravim... 7510 jebote. Mogu da prodam stone, jel tako? Ne! Ja sam debil koji je prodao stone. Mislio sam to može se... Čekaj da se malo stabilizuje stream. Znači čekam da se malo stabilizuje. Čekat ćemo 5 minuta se stabilizuje stream. Ja sam da se sad malo stabilizovano, sad ćemo vidjeti.
The sea between here and Anticosti is rough, Captain. The Morrigan seems sturdy enough for the challenge.
Ja sam debil koji je prodao kamen. Vidim samo treba doći do nekog. Stone, to ono tačno što mi treba. Anticosti, znači nama je prva lokacija Anticosti.
They're sinking the fishing boats.
You must believe those fishermen strayed into their waters.
These cowards must pay. And would you look at that? standing right in our way to Anticost.
Single ships within 3 minutes.
What say you? Sink every last one of them?
For once, I find myself agreeing with you, Shay.
Stranger things have happened.
To kad daju vreme, nikad neće biti jasno kod idu se. Moraju da nam daju. Znači, zašto moraju da daju vreme? Umrli da kad ne bi dali vreme na nekoj misiji. Može čak i ustavno, što mislim da se ovo malo. Ajde! Gađam. Gađam ko moja pokojna baba, evo.
Will your friend the spy be waiting for us?
Yes. I hope Le Chasseur has more information on the manuscript.
Maybe he'll have the whole thing figured out for us.
And maybe I'm Emperor of Rome.
Ave Caesar.
Ave Caesar, huh?
Salt air, open skies. A man out on the ocean is as free as a man can be. What do you say, Liam?
You're out here for a reason, Shay. Mind your duty.
Well, what's the point of freedom if you cannot breathe deep and enjoy it?
The Templars stick to this continent like a
Ovo ima
tar.
samo burning oil.
Don't feel liberated until we...
The Chasseur should be there. And with any luck, he will know where to find that manuscript.
Flip ahead, sir! Should be nearby.
Ease off the way, okay.
Dock the ship here, Captain. We've arrived at Anticosti Island.
Go on ahead, Shay. We will meet you at the fort.
Samo se vi malo, ajde. Koliko ovdje ima viewpointa da vidim? Ima jedan. I tamo ima jedan šet. Ja sam udario marker, ubilo se. Antikosti, viewpoints jedan samo, dobro. I da ovdje nema toliko po dobro, ne treba da bude ovo ipak. Kako da kažem. Najkraći Assassin's Creed. Kako je bio civilian?
The rum here is terrible. Let me see. That's not rum.
Bar nema one underwater, but te underwater lokacije mi se nisu baš sviđale u... Ima?
A good catch.
Dobro, ovdje bar piše gdje je, ne moram da tražim. Ali čini mi se da su mape ovdje zajebanije nego u Blackwood. Kad pre tu stigo? Pa ono igram od 7 sati ovo. I malo sam hakovao ono toga ono. A čekaj, da li je ta... da li su mape teže ovdje nego u Black Flagu? Mislim, evo ga tvoj Shay. I make my own luck. Eto ga tvoj Shay. Ljubi ga u oko. Njegovo. Mislim, je ovo daleko, šta? Gdje ćeš ti sad, jebem li ti nanu? Okej, ovo može samo se skoči u vodu, baš ne bih skakao u vodu zašto mogu da se... Mogu da mi se smrznu jaja. Ovo je hladna ledena voda, čovječe. Reci mi šta ovdje ima zanimljivo od side memorija koje mogu da se streamaju.
Thought I'd say this to a complete stranger, but I owe you my life.
Še je stavio kapuljaču, sad bih i ja stavio, ali ne znam da li će je skinuti.
I suppose because there are more French ships to challenge them. Who has more ships, do you reckon? The English, by far. They're spread thin. So,
sad će skinuti.
Take a look at this.
Ovaj D'Artagnan ne voli nešto baš da nosi kapuljaču. A Shay baš liči na D'Artagnan. Imate brkove.
Good. We could use some more powerful weapons. Le Chasseur, allow me to present our associate, Shay Cormac.
Gentlemen, I have news. On this same ship, I spied the manuscript you seek. It was written in an exotic language I did not recognize and was full of drawings, plants, and animals out of an opium drain.
Were there no charts, no maps?
No. There may have been some kind of code, but neither I nor the roast beefs could ken it.
Where's the manuscript now?
The man who brought it said a man named Washington sent him.
I know that name. He's an important Templar, isn't he?
He is. Lawrence Washington has great ambitions that Templars have helped fulfill.
Ovo je sina Georgea Washingtona.
Let's return and find him.
Naravno, kao što rekao, hodeći, ovo je predmetanje četvorke i trojke. Zato što se dešava pre četvorke, a dešava se posle četvorke, a pre trojke, tako da eto, videli smo mladog Akilisa pre nego što je postao Čangrizovi starac. Čekaj, koliko mi imamo uopšte, koliko smo mi sekvenciji prešli? Ovo je tek prva sekvencija. Hunting Challenge, dobro i toga ima. Da vidimo šta ima ovdje zanimljivo da možemo da streamujemo, da vidimo šta je ovo. War letter, to ne, ajde da vidimo šta je ovo. Interesujem. Vjerojatno spada ovaj collectible, ovaj baš da ima. Možda je nešto zanimljivo. Ovo je negdje dole. Čekaj, to su kao oni... Da, to je ono što je bilo i u četvorci, ono... Što nije da, a ovo spada u collectible, da ima... Hoću da ima šta je ovo... Čekaj. Cave painting, dobro, to je isto collectible. Viking sword. What the fuck, really? Čekaj, moramo ovo da vidimo. Sad izvinjam se ovako što... Mislim, svako je kratka igrica, tako da... Hoću da vidimo ovo što imamo. Znači bit će ovo 3-4 streama sigurno. Mislim, ne znam koliko imamo, ne znam što imamo tih side misija da igramo. Jer se streamujemo. Kakav je ovo Viking sword, je li ovo nešto dobro? A, ovo je neki kao Viking treasure. Should I be here? No? Ćao, sam te zajebao. Sam te zajebao. Ovdje mi se sviđa što može da trči dok šeta, dok reloaduje dok trči. Da vidimo gdje mi je sad main objective, shit, ne stoji, čekaj. Aha. Možemo da se fast travelimo, neće se fast travelimo, aj pošto je ovo početak. Pošto je ovo početak idemo ovako, brodom. Ovdje će se naravno vratiti, ovdje imam isto kao i ovom. Hoćeš se pomerit, vidi ga. Mislim, Jazzna mi se Morrigan više sviđa, ali posle do Jack Doe je bila bolja.
What's our next headed?
Wherever this Lawrence Washington docks is ours.
Liam, you're finally getting into the spirit of things.
He's a temper and a politician. What's there to like?
Good. Hoist anchor.
A ne znam da su se kopirali od četvorke ovih šentija.
We're assassins, same as him.
He's more experienced and he knows his waters better, Shay. Makes him in charge of these.
Well, he commands me around back at the homestead too. See a truffle pig to no land.
Ovdje ovo kad se razbije dobije se jedan taj.
Respect, Shay.
He also respects me, Liam. I stick my neck out as much as any of us.
Yeah, twice as often it seems. That's just the thing. Chevalier hangs back and thinks before making a decision. His experience has earned
metal, stone, tobacco.
I wonder how much more experience I'll need before I can decide when to wake up or take action. I swear, Liam, sometimes I feel I was more grown up when we were children. We slept rough and scrounged for meat, but at least we decided where and when.
Dobro, ovaj Liam je drug. Napao bih ovaj brod, ali ne znam, vrate. Morrigan nabrica. Morrigan... Ne bi ga, navikao sam je Jack Doe 100%, ono, neću. Ti verujem da mogu uopšte da ga upgradeam, sve držim. Ne mogu ništa što sam ja na početku priče. Liver voli, jep. Dobro, mi ovdje ima tavern, dobro, kažem, bukvalno isto je. Dobro, četvorka je bila zanimljiva, sad ćemo vidjeti ovo. Sam dalje mi nije jasno zašto je main tema Roga ista kao Ezio Family. Liber voli, juli 1752. Ovdje nema snega.
Get
Čekaj, molim. Albanija. Okej. Kao rekao kao... Sam ja to rekao kao da naival nije toliko veliki kao u Blackwood. Mislio sam se zajeba. Izgleda sam se zajeba. Kad bi trebalo ovo da se full, da se dokujem. Ovdje su udima da se dok upravo iz razloga što je voda hladna. A nije ovo direktna kopija četvorke. Ima malo razlike. Ali ovo mi je dobro, progress further, progress further. Nima što imam, mislim za šef pretpostavljeno nemam ništa. Što mogu i da prodamo ovo. Ček, što njima samo da prodam? Mađarski, a? Koji je sad najbolji? Bastard Sword. Ako treba neku misiju, dobro. Pistol sets. Mislim da ne vredi sad davati novce ni za što. Još smo na početku igrice, ima da bude ovo dosadno. Šta? Rogue, što? Nemoj reći da je Rogue dosadan. Da sad mi se Rogue čini zanimljivim, ne znam. Čekaj, kako to da nema nijedan viewpoint ovdje? Okej, ovo je neka velika lokacija, ovo će možda biti kasnije. Buy invitation, ovo je još toliko sekvenca 1.
Templars desire to understand the nature of these artifacts. Their spies have called upon many doctors.
Evo ga Kilis, pre nego što je postačan grizavi starac.
Yeah, they've been showing that manuscript far and wide. No one can read the strange writing or understand the images. We do have a name, though.
We learned that Lawrence Washington sent out the manuscript.
Lawrence Washington, businessman, Virginian politician, and high-ranking Templar.
Oh, yes. I recently heard he was back from the West Indies.
Get out of my property.
Pick up a strange package.
Then that package will be delivered to him promptly. Shay, figure out what it is and find Washington. And when you do, learn all you can.
I'll prepare the Morrigan.
Okej, vidimo Achillesa u ovom njegovom modelu iz Assassin's Creed trojke. Di si Achilles? Nemoj da me teraš više kod tvoje kuće.
Well, if we've any luck, that ship will lead us right to him.
I make my own luck, Liam. And Washington is running out.
Koliko je puta Shay rekao od kako smo krenuli ovaj streama make my own luck? 1, 2 puta, 3 puta koliko je rekao. Locate the shipment.
Aye. There she is. All right, man. Time to be quiet.
Opet tailing misija.
Lawrence Washington is a powerful businessman.
Sad ne znam ima toliko puno tailing misija kao što je bilo u četvorci.
About a year ago. I recently learned he was in Barbados, but I haven't been able to confirm that. Now.
Stefan nije odgovorio na pitanje zašto ovo ima da bude dosadno.
Don't you? I wouldn't put it past him. 80's a short voyage from Barbados, and his return to the colonies certainly coincides with the arrival of the artifacts. We cannot let the Templars get control of these colonies. Whatever happens, Lawrence Washington must not survive.
I'll make sure he doesn't.
We're clear.
Full sail, she'll take it.
Ali onaj dedica iz četvorkinje nezamenjiv, znači nezamenjiv. Oh, sir! Some cargo there, sir!
Blockade, Captain! This won't do. Shay, you must follow that ship on land.
I'll do that. Bring the Morrigan around another way.
I can track that package. Find Washington.
Dobro, ovakvu misiju smo imali i u četvorci, tako mnogo.
Sub-blockade.
Prepostavljam će reach the shore undetected. Sad prepostavljam će staviti kapuljiću s obzirom da je restricted.
Remember what I said, Shay. Washington must die.
A neće. Nešto kažem Shay, nešto ne voli kapuljač. Mislim, znajući šta će kasnije se desi pričam, jasno je zašto Shay ne voli kapuljač. Shay se nikad nije ošćio kao assassin. Ali u ovoj igri ćemo vidjeti mnoga poznata lica isto. I make my own lunch. Da, ne znam, fun fact, tvoj sektor od Shaya radi u kafani i u restoranu. I kao, ja se sad kao pitam da li je šifra za Wi-Fi u njegovom restoranu I make my own luck. Ili may the power of understanding guide us. Na kraju da pričam, znajući priču, jasno je zašto Shay ne voli toliko puno kapuljače, a u ovoj su vidjeti mnoga poznata lica iz ranih Assassin's Creedova. Poput tebe, već smo vidjeli Achillesa, Devalea i neću još otkrivam ko. Mount Vernon, viewpoints ima odjen. Loot the package, ok, ovdje imaju viewpoint. Stay your blade for the fresh. Ćao, dođi. Stražari su I ovdje, I don't give a fuck, brat. A Shay još nije stavio kapuljaču, ja ne znam, Shay, mislim jasno je zašto Shay ne voli da nosi kapuljač. Sad nemamo nijedan optional objective. Znači onda ima. Gdje si glue? A velik je baš glue, ono. Jer glubljeg lika u životu nisam video. Ajde sad da se vratim, kako ćemo dalje. Ovu dvojicu sačekamo ovdje u žbunu. Už ne bih baš da rizikujem, ali ovdje ima. Ja čekam da krenu opet tamo. Ovdje ima mnogo više ovih blood particlesa nego bilo gdje. očekivao onog lika tamo. I sad taj lik kao mene traži, ja? E pa aj kad me tražiš naći ćeš. A čekaj, nemoguće. Nemoguće su stražari ovdje tako gluvi. Sad ćemo sačekati onog tamo, onoga da se vrati. Ćao! I ovdje će izgleda biti problem ovaj. Sad ćemo da skinemo ovoga, ako možda, vidimo što imamo. Zapucam nije fora, to. Prick of tobacco. Gledaj, napisalo prick of tobacco ili brick of tobacco. Ne znam zašto se ovo čulo ko da ga je Shay udario. E sad ja ću kad ovaj dođe danas da će ovaj čuti. Ko ne, on ću da izađem pa ću da ga sleđa. Pravo u stomak. Čuo je. Sad ne vidio je telo. He saw the body. Dolazimo. Nemoj da guraš ljudi. Zajeboj se što si došao ovamo. Radoznalost je ubila mačku, znaš tu posljedicu. Evo ga ovaj uzjeban. Dokle ovo, kako ovo ide? Tamo. Dođi. E sad ima ovdje jedan mali zajeban. Da. Ovaj je tačno tamo. Ko stignem da odem do onog viewpointa otići ću sad, ne bih. Ne znam kako ova dvojica idu. Jebote, koliko ti zviždi, nikada dođeš. Tebi, kill te ne, okej. Vama stvarno treba kupiti jedan slušni aparat. Zato što ste vi užasno gluvi. Vi ste gluvači, ko Čirko. Znate da mi stealth na brodu nikad nije bio onako dobra strana. Kao što rekao, znate da mi stealth na brodu nikad nije bio dobra strana. A znaju, zato i stavljaju. Mislim da je rijetko kome stealth na brodu dobar. Dobra strana, ono. Mislim, nemam nikakav optional objective, daleko od toga, ali... Hoću uradim što tiše, to bolje. Pazi on tamo što gleda, nemaš ti šta da gledaš. Što ovdje je glupo, nešto nema u ovim, nešto nema u Canvas Azijima u Syndicate-u. U Syndicate-u kad si na, dakle čak i na leđu možeš da zviždukneš. Ovdje ti njih niko drugačije ne možeš privući. Kad si na leđu. Sad nam ostaje da čekamo da ima. Njih je samo 3 na brodu. Kako ko patrolira?